Welcome back to my YouTube channel today. We're diving into the unimaginable lives of the richest Arab kings on earth, men who command kingdoms, trillions of dollars in sovereign wealth, fleets of private jets, palaces that make skyscrapers look tiny, and power that stretches across the globe. Forget billionaires. The wealth of these kings reaches into trillionaire status when you consider the oil reserves, sovereign wealth funds, and assets their families control. This is the trillionaire life of the richest Arab kings on earth. 1. The oil empires that built trillionaire kings. The story of Arab royal wealth begins with oil, black gold. When massive oil reserves were discovered in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, Kuwait, and Oman, everything changed. The Saudi royal family alone controls over 260 billion barrels of oil, fueling a net worth exceeding $1.4 trillion. Their personal fortunes are deeply tied to the state's wealth, allowing them to live like no other monarchs in history. From daily oil revenues worth hundreds of millions to state-owned companies like Aramco, which itself is valued at nearly $2 trillion, these kings command an economy larger than most countries combined. But this is only the beginning of their lifestyles. 2. Palaces beyond imagination. If billionaires own mansions, Arab kings own palaces the size of cities. Saudi Arabia's King Salman rules from Al Yamama Palace, a vast estate filled with gold, marble, and priceless antiques. The Sultan of Oman resides in Al Alam Palace, surrounded by lush gardens and royal courts. The Emir of Qatar's residences include palatial estates in Doha and luxury properties in London and Paris. The crown jewel is Saudi Arabia's Istana Nurul Iman Palace, spanning over 2 million square feet with 1,708 rooms, 257 bathrooms, and banquet halls capable of hosting 5,000 guests. Every inch is dripping with gold leaf, crystal chandeliers, Italian marble, and rare wood from around the world. These palaces aren't just homes, they're symbols of power. 3. The car collections of king's cars aren't just transportation for Arab royals, they're statements of absolute power. The Sultan of Brunei's car collection is legendary, with over 7,000 cars worth more than $5 billion. He owns hundreds of custom Rolls-Royces, Ferraris, and Bentleys plated in 24-karat gold. Saudi princes are known to order diamond-encrusted Lamborghinis and gold-plated Bugattis, flown to racetracks in Europe for private weekends. Qatari royals drive fleets of supercars that glow in neon colors, often spotted tearing down the streets of London during summer vacations. To them, a car isn't a toy, it's an accessory to royal identity. 4. Private jets and flying palaces commercial travel. Not for Arab kings. King Salman's private fleet includes multiple Boeing 747 jumbo jets, each customized into flying palaces with thrones, conference rooms, bedrooms, and prayer halls. When he travels abroad, he takes over 500 staff members and dozens of cargo planes filled with gold-plated furniture and limousines. Qatar's royal family owns a fleet of private jets worth billions, including Airbus A380s converted into luxury aircraft with spas, lounges, and cinemas. To put it simply, these jets aren't planes, they're airborne palaces. 5. Jewelry, gold, and fashion Arab royals live surrounded by gold and jewels. Their weddings are adorned with diamond tiaras worth $100 million, emerald-encrusted robes, and gifts of gold that would make museums jealous. Queen consorts and princesses wear custom outfits from the world's top designers, flown in for private fittings. Sheikha Moza of Qatar, for example, has been celebrated globally for her haute couture wardrobe, blending tradition with cutting-edge luxury fashion. And when it comes to accessories, watches, necklaces, and crowns aren't measured in thousands, but in millions. 6. Billion-dollar vacations. How do the world's richest kings relax? With billion-dollar vacations, Saudi royals often book entire resorts in the Maldives or south of France for weeks at a time, shutting them down for private family use. King Salman once booked out an entire French Riviera resort for himself and 1,000 guests, arriving with a fleet of luxury cars and yachts. Qatari royals, meanwhile, own entire islands where they retreat away from public eyes, with private beaches, villas, and even wildlife imported for personal enjoyment. 7. Yachts fit for kings. If the palaces are on land and jets rule the sky, then yachts are their floating kingdoms. The Saudi royals own mega-yachts like the Serene, worth over $500 million, complete with swimming pools, helipads, spas, and submarines. The Qatari royal family's yacht Qatara stretches over 400 feet long, filled with suites, lounges, and private cinemas. These yachts aren't just luxury, they're statements of dominance on the world's oceans. 8. Global real estate empires. Beyond their home kingdoms, Arab royals own prime real estate across the world. London. Dozens of palatial mansions in Kensington, Mayfair, and Knightsbridge. Paris. Entire hotels purchased and converted into private residences. New York. Sky-high penthouse overlooking the Central Park. Qatari royals even own Harrods, London's most iconic luxury department store, along with massive stakes in Canary Wharf and the Shard. Saudi royals have sprawling estates in Los Angeles and castles in Spain. Wherever the global elite gather, Arab kings own a piece of it. 9. Power beyond money. What makes these kings different from ordinary billionaires is power. They don't just buy yachts and jewelry, they control entire nations, military forces, and sovereign wealth funds worth trillions. For example, Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, PF, is valued at over $900 billion. Qatar Investment Authority controls more than $500 billion in assets. The UAE's sovereign funds hold over $1 trillion. This means that every luxury these kings enjoy is backed by unimaginable state power. 10. The future of trillionaire royals. As the world moves away from oil, Arab kings are investing in the future. Saudi Arabia's Neom City project is a $500 billion futuristic megacity designed to transform the desert into a hub of technology and luxury. Qatar, already home to the world's richest citizens per capita, continues to expand its global reach in sports, media, and finance. And the UAE has turned Dubai and Abu Dhabi into global icons of luxury, tourism, and business. The wealth of these kings is not just about living large, it's about shaping the future of the world itself. And that's a look inside the trillionaire life of the richest Arab kings on earth. From palaces larger than cities, to jets that fly like airborne kingdoms, to yachts worth more than skyscrapers, their lives redefine the very idea of wealth. What do you think? Is this ultimate luxury or power beyond reason? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more deep dives into the world of the ultra-rich and powerful. Until next time,